So yeah, this is another post-play commentary for another very good reason. This level isn't exactly a piece of cake. That's an understatement. This level is probably the hardest in the game, and/or the hardest I've encountered so far. It's definitely the hardest I've encountered so far, but it's so hard I had to split it up into two parts, actually, and I had to split it up, like, right through the middle, because it's quite long, too. It's not really only hard, but it's quite lengthy, too. So, the main reason is not because this level is very hard, it's because the checkpoints are spread out so far in between that you wonder, like, why couldn't they just place a few more, like, immersive checkpoints, like, in the middle between some of these platforms? They're spread out, like, way too far, man. So anyway, we got the running gag of a Pac-Man platform. By the way, these spinning platforms make up pretty much 3/4 of the entire level. As you could tell by the level's name, which you probably don't know, it's called Spin Dizzy. And, yeah. Totally lives up to his name because it spins and make your head dizzy from trying to play it. Anyway, yeah. Like I said, it's cut up into two parts. The second part is in the hilariously hard part. And that shouldn't be hard, but it is, because for some reason... Oh, and this is a really prime example of PS1 games were kind of primitive here. That A right there, the A I just collected, you can't get it if you die there, so, you know, good luck getting the bonus if you want it. And the steam is... The length of the steam right there is very ridiculous. How far the steam's hitbox goes, it's like... It appears to only go like a few feet or something, but it covers the entire platform sometimes. You'll realize I get like quite a few cheap deaths from this later on, but like... It doesn't really have any clear indication. Later on, I'm gonna have a sped up maze, of course, because, you know, I can't go a, segment without one of those. Anyway, yeah. As you can see, I haven't hit a checkpoint yet. Like I said, they are very spread out. Here is the checkpoint. That was probably at least a couple of minutes from my last checkpoint. I don't know, but that's quite a long time in with video game standards. It's amazing. Amazing as in god-awful. But anyway. Anyway, I kind of skipped a few frames there just because, you know. I wanted to speed it up. Doesn't really... Unlike the Project 64, it doesn't really desynchronize the video. As far as I know. Hopefully it doesn't desynchronize any more later on. So we'll just keep going on here. Here's the bonus maze, like I said, you know, sped it up. And there's a what power-up or something, the Mega Blast. Anyway, switch to activate all the giant hammers. Is up there. And I digress. A kid would never want to go here. I mean, come on. Not only do they have, like, spinning, floating platforms of death over bottomless pits that never end, as far as I know, but they also have giant freaking hammers. Look at that. This would be a kid's worst nightmare. I don't know what kind of parent would take their kid here, but I consider it a punishment. I consider it torture, actually, if your parents take you here. Which thankfully, they can't, because, you know, it doesn't exist. Anyway... I got the Galaxian, we're on to the maze portion of the level. And I'm gonna go ahead and pause right here. By the way, if anyone is wondering what that music is from, it's a song Bossa Nova Briny Air from Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. That's a good game too. I've played it so little, but it's such a fun game. You should try it sometime, it's actually really cool. A lot more fun than having to romp through all this, I'll tell you that. Of course, I died there. I died a lot in this segment. I started off with 7 lives, I think, and I like drained them all the way down to like 1 or something, I don't know. It's crazy. Anyway, I know I should have sped up this part, it's kind of boring, but... you probably won't mind. Anyway, more hammer. One of those hammers is colorful. Why? I don't know. I have no clue. It doesn't affect anything. It's just there for emphasis. Hey kids, it's a color hammer. That means it's not going to hurt you. Actually, no, they're all different colors. Like, yeah, that one's yellow and green. Doesn't make it any less threatening. Anyway, more of these parts. Those parts are annoying. And, here's the really gruesome part of the level, since, there's no checkpoints in between any of that. If you activate the stuff, it doesn't matter, but eh. So anyway, we got this. More pack dots. Pack pellet. Consuming ghost for no reason. I guess I'm just conserving ammo here. It doesn't matter in the long run. Let's see. Now the platforms are spinning. I don't know if there's some sort of exploit which makes it so that you can go past the platforms while they're spinning or something like that. If there is, it'd be sweet, but I don't know, so yeah. The Pac-Man theme does not make this any more compelling. By the way, I think I die somewhere near here, and that's where I end the segment. I don't know, but yeah. I will tell you one thing, I do not succeed. This isn't very fun. Let's see, there's a yellow fruit, which I used to open the door, which probably contains the M. Yeah, that's right, it contains the M. I have nothing really left to say about this. It's just hard. Really, really hard. If you want to try it for yourself, go ahead. I am not stopping you. Although, be warned, it is not exactly the easiest level in the game. Well, this is about it for part 1 of this level. I guess I'll see you later for part 2. And you know who I am. I'm Mordex of XLX Marios, and I will end with this failure.